Hey guys, and welcome. We are back on the Tame the Beast server. I have been busy. Avidia is gone. Do I have my... Great! I'm not showing the IP, so I don't have to delete this and start over again. Excellent. Alright, so I've been very busy. What we're going to do here is... I have a few books in my possession right now. One of them takes me to... Actually, you know what? No, I'm sorry. Let me go to Joint Quarry first. This is the quarry that Biffa and I set up. As you can see, it is running very well. This is just a huge area over here that's been mined. What we're doing is we just set up another 64 by 64 going all the way down. It's actually, has it stopped? Where's the quarry? The quarry looks like it's stopped. Where's the drill though? You're supposed to be able to see the drill bit hanging down. That's weird. Is it over in that corner? Hang on, let me go take a quick look at this. Every other quarry that I've seen that's completed, the little, the actual drill bit just stops and hangs kind of like in one of the corners, but that doesn't really look like it happened with this one, so that's kind of weird. The quarry is definitely not pumping anything out anymore. So it's definitely done, but that's a little weird. So anyway, yeah, we set up another quarry here, and I guess maybe we'll just start it up again. We have plenty of fuel. That was weird. We have tons of fuel here. So maybe I'll get this rolling again later off camera. But as you can see, we are... Hang on, these are the... Yeah. We set up these so that we're pumping over the excess into the scrap. But where are the good chests? Here are the good chests. Yeah. Only 12 diamonds from this one. That's surprising. Oh, nope. 14, 24, 36 diamonds. Wow. So yeah. 44 diamonds. That's it for diamonds. There we go. Yeah. 44 diamonds out of that haul. So it looks like every time you mine a 64 by 64 area, you're getting anywhere from 35 to 45 diamonds, which is pretty neat. Hang on for 1 second, sorry. I had to cough. But yeah, this is my stuff from the previous quarry. And just kind of in addition to this, because I wanted to be able to test it on my own, and I wanted to be able to make sure that I could do it, because Biffa finished this up with help, at least the quarry and refining aspect end of things. He finished that up without me because we were taking way too long. So what I did was I set up another age mining operations, and I wanted to be sure that I could do this all on my own. Wanted to make sure that I was learning things properly. So I have this guy over here. This is another age that I created, very similar to the other age in terms of biomes and everything. There's autumn woods and plains and beach or desert or whatever. So what I did was I walked around, had to go a really long distance before I could find oil, but I found 2 oil slicks right across from each other. But I didn't realize how much oil 1 slick gives you. And this guy right here, I'll show you the design in a second, but this guy right here goes quite a distance down. And there's still more oil left here. So this is pretty awesome. Got a lot to work with. But what we're doing here, how's my jetpack? Pretty good. So we've got our pump here, powered by 3 redstone engines, working it. That was weird. I said that like the old Bob Dole character from SNL, or just like Bob Dole. Bob Dole, not gonna do it. Wouldn't be prudent. So anyway, this pumps the oil into the refinery. The refinery, which is powered by this combustion engine, pumps the fuel out 2 directions. One, back into the combustion engine, so this guy never runs out of fuel. And also over into this tower of tanks so that we can store the fuel. This fuel then gets pumped via this redstone engine over here to this combustion engine. This combustion engine is actually powering this quarry, which is done. Okay, so this one's done too. Yeah, and it looks like maybe they updated this because this guy doesn't have the hanging drill either. Maybe they got changed in an update. That's kind of interesting. So anyway, this quarry was going, and I was doing just some basic sorting here. I was sending the kind of useless stuff over here to the recyclers. Oop, I need more lava for that. Crap, I have to go get that at some point. Sending this over to the recyclers so that they can process the scrap. Because from what I understand, I really don't know much about this part of it yet, but later on you need scrap for a lot of endgame stuff to, I think when you get like something called the mess fabricator. I don't know anything about that, but we will figure it out at some point. So anyway, yeah, I was pumping kind of the useless stuff over here to these recyclers. And the not useless, but stuff that I don't want going into the good chests over here. So like the obsidian. Whoa, holy crap, that's a lot of obsidian. That is awesome. Whatever the crystal came through. Excuse me again. Whatever crystal came through. Whatever lapis and apatite. Yeah, so we have a ton of obsidian now. That's awesome. But the good stuff, that's just a little glitch. Every now and then the pipes don't render. The good stuff was going over. Meow. So we have, nice, 4 iridium out of that. I know iridium's used for a lot of later endgame stuff. Oop, this guy. Here's some of my lava fuel cells, which I can pump back into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's give it 6 for now. I think it holds 20 or 30 by default. There's just a few more things left in the hoppers, so that won't be bad. So yeah, iridium is very useful for in-game stuff. It lets you make iridium plates, which are really very powerful and used in a lot of like the really super strong armor and other items. So as you can see here, we are just flush with materials between the joint quarry with Biffa, between these 2 quarries running over here. We just have tons and tons and tons of things, and this looks like the way to do it. When you set up a 64 by 64 quarry, when you're working it, you can have 2 golden chests. So you need 1, let's see. 1 chest gives you how much? Yeah, 27 spots. So you have 1, 2, 3 chests worth in a golden chest. Yeah, so if you have essentially 6 chests, however, 27 times 6 slots available for storage, you can get, excuse me again, pretty much all of the valuable stuff out of a quarry into those 2. I've done this probably 3 or 4 times by now. And this setup has worked to store everything every time. But you can see if I wasn't pumping the obsidian and everything over here, I would have way overflowed and lost some of this awesome stuff. So we'll look at tons of tin. Where's the tin? Yeah, tin all over the place. Diamonds, redstone. We are set. So for materials, we are good. What I need to do now is a couple things. I have to get myself together. I have to recharge his jetpack. This looks like the recyclers don't use a ton of energy. I think they'll be okay. I think they'll be okay with that much. Let me just feed it a couple more so we're safe. About halfway there, almost halfway. So what I'm going to do is get myself together. Remade a portal gun. Remade the portal gun. This is awesome. Whoa. Ooh. Hey there, handsome. What are you doing with that portal gun, eh? You about to crash the server? That's the way I do. This is how I cut my hair. You gotta set the mirrors up like this so you can see the back of your head. See? See? Look, see the back of your head like that? You twist like that and you start chopping away. That's how I cut my hair. Oh, all right. So yeah, I will be back soon. We are going to figure out what comes next here. We need to figure out what comes next, take some steps for that. And I think I have an idea because I need to start kind of managing all the resources I have now. Oh yeah, one more thing with this quarry setup that works quite well is I have these 2, the aqueous accumulators, which apparently give you an infinite water source. As long as they have 2 source blocks on either side, they give you infinite water. Just to be safe, I follow D-Max design, where he uses an 8x8 area of water for them. And also following D-Max design, That's King Daddy D-Mac on this server and Hermitcraft. I have 2 redstone engines pumping into this combustion engine. I don't know why that was set up that way. I assumed it was because the Quarry draws more power than the Refinery does. So I just kind of assumed that it needed more juice to run and would run through water faster. But I don't know if that's actually true or not. So anyway, we are going to be back in a second, probably at my base. I will see you there. Okay, so Topmass wanted to show me something, so I am here. He threw me stone slabs, told me to pick them up, and I have 2. Place them. Gotcha. Break them. Now I have 4. Okay, now use slabs to put one on top of another. Oh, okay. So take them to a crafting table. Put slabs on top of each other. No, your own. What? You don't need a big table. Oh. Oops, I'm stupid. Ooh. Whoa. That's crazy. That's nuts, man. So that gives you effectively infinite numbers of this material. So I guess it's a crafting. I guess it's a crafting. That's kind of awesome. Thanks for letting... That's pretty awesome. Dude, so wait, hang on. Now we take these, and we should get 8 of these. Yeah, now we have 8. I had 4. Okay, so now I have 8 of these, and I'm going to break them all. And now when I stack them all, I'm going to get 16. That is sweet. Cool. Yeah, I'll be back in a second, guys. I'm going to finish up with Topmass here. Alright, guys, we are back home here, and I think something that I've been meaning to do for a long time is set up a good storage area. I really need some place where all this stuff is going to go. And I think at some point I can set up like the ability to automate like whatever quarries I have and whatever dimensions I'm in. I think I can set them up so that they will just automatically bring in the material into this generation. But what I gotta do, or this dimension, I'm sorry. What I gotta do though is I gotta hollow the back of this mountain out. This is kind of like a little hill that I'm in here. And this is not gonna be like primary base, but this is going to be main storage area. So we're going to hollow this out and down, and then work with it from here. So what we need to do is break out the friggin' mining laser. Guess what we do with the friggin' mining laser? Oh, pow! Oh my god. Alright, so I think I showed this to you guys before, but in case I didn't, mining mode, couple blocks at a time. Low focus, I think, oh yeah, low focus is 1 block at a time. Who wants that? Whoever wants that. Long range, whapow, just shreds for a long time. Horizontal, I don't think this one actually works. I don't think this does anything. Yeah, this doesn't do anything yet. Superheat, I'm not really sure what the deal is with that. Oh, I guess it's just rapid fire. Okay. Skyzm, Scatter is awesome. Scatter just like shotgun blast. That takes out, it seems to take out the most, but it also cuts, they cut for a long distance, but they also do that, which sucks. So I gotta go patch up the roof up there. But we want explosive. So I'm thinking here we're gonna have a storage area that goes through this. I'm really trying to think of how I want to develop this, because the mountain kind of ends. Like if I just keep going straight, I'm eventually gonna break through, I think, into the outside. I'm at level 65 here. And if we go over here, let's see what the other side of this hill is. Oh no, we're actually good for a little while here. Whoa, watch out. That was the long range. Oh my god, look how far it went. Holy crap. Holy crap! That went so far. Dude, that went like 30, 40 blocks. Wow. So yeah, we're actually not going to break out until we get over to here, and that's actually cool. All right, so we're going to go straight over first for a pretty good while here, and then we're going to go down. Do I have any dirt on me? I do. You can see I have 64 of these stone slabs. I've been cheating with them. All right, so let's patch up. We want to patch up some of these holes. You know what's funny? We had an issue with the server where all the rotary macerators, for some reason, were causing this big problem, and they actually like broke, like they corrupted the map. So we had to start over because I've already done some of this excavating here, but now I get to do it with you guys. Fun! Don't you guys love watching people cut things out? No? No, you don't like that? Ah, well. Alright, so get in there, get in there. Oh, can't do it. Alright. Boop, boop. 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 Was that too high? Yeah. Brum, brum, brum. For those of you who don't know this about me, I am one of those people that cannot just cover up, like, this hole. I can't just cover up this hole with 2 blocks. I have to actually fill in each block. I don't use the word perfectionist because I'm certainly not a perfectionist, but I hate knowing that there's like hollow ground underneath, because first of all, you get mob spawns, right? Like if you just leave holes, you're gonna get mob spawn, which sucks. No one wants that. But the main reason is just like a functional thing. Like I were thinking, like if I were really doing this, I wouldn't want just open ground 3 feet below me. So yeah, not that I really know. Like that might be happening in my house, for all I know. All right, so get as far as I can reach in there for right now. We'll come back. See, this is what the scatter does. The scatter cuts out those weird holes like the one I just filled in. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, for right now, we are going to mine out the rest of this with the mining laser. Set on Splode. Dude, look at this. Where is... There's a creeper somewhere back here. I'm hurting him. Yeah, see, this is the trouble with using the mining laser. I'm spawning... Oop, I think I killed him. Yeah, I'm spawning mobs in areas that I don't want to spawn mobs. So, alright guys, I will cut you back in when we finish this up. Alright guys, we are almost set here. I just want to kind of show you, this is what I'm doing back here. Just cut out a bunch of this with the mining laser. The mining laser doesn't last too long, so I'm going to have to go back and hit up the recharger back at spawn. I think they have an MFU setup, which stores energy, and they have a really cool setup with a tower of water mills, so I'm going to have to use that. But yeah, we're just kind of filling this in here. It took me a long time because I filled in a lot of the holes from the damn scatter mode on the mining laser. So yeah, but it's kind of taking shape here. I'm gonna have like a walkway down, just into like a general large storage area. It's gonna be pretty sweet. So I need to have like a good spot to store all this quarry stuff. So I think next time around we're gonna start a beef stew, guys. We're gonna do an industrial centrifuge. because I need solar panels. I want well, I don't need them, but I want them. I need a cool way to generate free power that's portable. So we got to build some of those guys, and to do that, we need. Let me just double check here. For solar panel, we need the silicon cells, which come from the industrial centrifuge. We need to put lazurite dust in the middle to get that, but I think there's other ways to get the silicon cells. Yeah, it doesn't give me any other methods here, and I don't know how to get the lazurite dust. Oops, hang on. What's required for the lazurite? Oh, that's right, the lapis. I throw the lapis in the industrial centrifuge, and then we will get the lazurite dust. Okay, all right, I got it. All right, guys. Anyway, thank you for watching. We will be back later on. I will see you.